They're off and running in the opening race today. On the inside here in Zeb, and Scuttlebutt bounced away quickly from Hooker up third in the early point from Quick Manoeuvre and Sturrock. Then came Kidberg. Back behind those on the fence early now is Tampico, and Mad Dam is very deep around that first turn. Exotic Palmer's back last. Zeb went out with the break at the 1200 metre mark and moved by 2 lengths now to Hooker. Mad Dam goes around the outside third. Fourth on the inside then came a Scuttlebutt. Fifth outside it then Sturrock. A length further back in the race, Quick Manoeuvre on the outside of Tampico, and 3 deep there is Kidberg. 2 lengths further back Mazare, followed by Teams and Exotic Palm last of all. 9.50 out down the back, and the leader is Zeb, unchallenged by 2 lengths now to Mad Dam. A half to Hooker on the inside third. 2 lengths further back then came Scuttlebutt on the inside of Sturrock running fifth. The length then Quick Manoeuvre sixth coming to the outside. Then Tampico back to the inside. Further back in the race then Kidberg. Mazare taken wide from Exotic Palm, and last of all is Teams as they go to the 550 metre mark, and the leader is Zeb by a length and a half. Mad Dam and Hooker. A length then to Quick Manoeuvre running on fairly well to fourth from Sturrock under pressure, then Scuttlebutt further back Tampico, and a gap Mazare, Teams, Exotic Palm and Kidberg, but Zeb at the 350 metre mark is shot away, led 3 lengths before the turn. Hooker is hard at it. They're followed by Mad Dam, Quick Manoeuvre. They're all under pressure from Scuttlebutt and Tampico trying to get out, but when they turn for home and Zeb straightened 3 in front of Hooker, who can't get it at the moment. It's gone further ahead, Zeb. It's gone 4 to Hooker and Quick Manoeuvre, and Teams with a late run from Tampico, but Zeb in the blinkers today has run them off their legs out in front, and Zeb is far too good. Tampico closes late, but Zeb has won 2 lengths. Tampico close third. The outside Teams with Hooker. Quick Manoeuvre poking up in the centre. Behind those would have been Scuttlebutt. Further back in the race in Exotic Palm. Mad Dam dropped out, followed by Sturrock. Well back in the race Mazare, and Kidberg is last of all.
Number 8 Zeb, 340 and 150. 10 Tampico, 210. Photo third. 7 Teams, $8. 1 Hooker, $1.90.
8 Zeb, 350, 180. Number 10 Tampico, 220. And 1 has got third, Hooker, 190.
8-10-1, number 8 Zeb has had an unchallenged roll up in front today. This one.
8-10 and 1 after the first at Moonee Valley. Now we're in.
Racing, Miss Romblon threw ahead in the air, missed it by 2 lengths, and Steel Springs from near the inside first to leave from Walk the Walk, and they're going to keep Light Work out very wide, moving forward quickly Tail of Eyes, followed by Rolling Brook and Meritas Grey. A length Integra's Delight, Light Work getting back to midfield now, and 4 and 5 wide from Tristabella, Fiji, Dakara. Miss Romblon second last, and Absolute Briar Beauty down by the 950, and Steel Springs leads a length Walk the Walk on the outside of Tail of Eyes, and fourth Rolling Brook, and then Light Work, a length Integra's Delight, Meritas Grey, followed by Fiji, and then Dakara, Tristabella, Briar Beauty, and Miss Romblon whips them in as they race along past the 700. Not a lot of change in the pattern here, and Steel Springs a length and a half. Walk the Walk, who's 3 wide. Tail of Eyes in the middle. Rolling Brook along the rails, and 2 to Light Work wide in the centre. Integra's Delight, Meritas Grey the fence, deeper is Fiji, and Dakara's a long way back, so too Tristabella under the stick from Briar Beauty, and Miss Romblon's last as they turn for home. 400 left to travel here, and Steel Springs about a length on Rolling Brook. 2 lengths then to Walk the Walk, followed by Light Work. A length Dakara, Integra's Delight, and Fiji to the 200. Here's Light Work putting his mind on the job and quickly gobbled up Steel Springs. Dakara battles on, then Briar Beauty, but at the 100 Light Work in front, Briar Beauty on the outside, and then Walk the Walk, but Light Work is doing too well for its rivals, and Light Work a length and a quarter. Second Briar Beauty, and Integra's Delight got third from Walk the Walk and Dakara, and then a gap of some 2 lengths to Steel Springs knocking up, so too Rolling Brook. Another 4 or 5 then Miss Romblon, and then Fiji, Tristabella, and Tail of Eyes beat 1 to the line, and that was Meritas Grey.
On the Super Tab, 2 Light Work, 461, 68 Briar Beauty, 610, 5 Integra's Delight, 330.
She was. Number 2 Light Work, 440 and 170. 8 Briar Beauty has paid 620. And 5 will be third Integra's Delight at $2.60. Light Work trained by John Hawkes, Larry Cassidy aboard by Dane Hill from Many Hands. Gee, that's another good name by Susan Philcox at Crown Lodge. Many Hands, a handy proverb mare, and they've called her daughter Light Work. Well done. To the winner, 8 second, and the horse Briar Beauty, trained by Noel Daly. By Peacedale from Sweet Values, Bay Filly 2, Tony Cavallo, and number 5, third Integra's Delight, Chestnut Filly 2, Integra, Rosita's Delight, Larry Clark at Wyong, Kevin Gover. It's 285. They've really chopped into this track. The time is not available, and neither are the margins.
Chase, they're off and running. Came out in a good line. Turf Tavern, the grey, actually one of the first to break the line. There's a terrific charge here. Ideal Future and Newton whipping around the outside. Landowner didn't handle it too well, was dropping back, and Balcapine's travelling forward with Sergeant Pepper as they went over the second. Here's the third coming up, and Newton and Balcapine head off Sergeant Pepper now and lead out. Moving up on the outside of those would have been An Illusion running fourth in the early point. A length further back in the race, Ideal Future over along the inside then. Came Dapper, and they're followed by Just Dynamite. Moving on the outside of Turf Tavern. Then Knock It Off. Further back in the race then Zephyr Jack, who's eased back with Landowner and Bob. They're the last pair. First of the double down the back, and Balcapine jumped it very well and is moving up on the outside, completed the next and hit the front now. Or back in trouble in the field there. Ideal Future nearly sold out, and Balcapine took up the running on the first round.
2:10.3 the coast, 2:10.3.
Trying to restrain back behind him, two then to Sergeant Pepper as they slow up in front. A length the outside, An Illusion. They're followed by Dapper running fifth, 3/4 into Ideal Future, two further back Just Dynamite. Moving up is Knock It Off on the outside of it, followed by Turf Tavern and Bob, then Zephyr Jack and Landowner last of all. Here's the second of the double in the first round coming down the side, and Balcapine out in front by a length and a half to Sergeant Pepper, is quickly whipping up on the outside. Balcapine walked through it. Sergeant Pepper quickly went around him, and Newton went up second. Balcapine back to third from Dapper. Then An Illusion the outside. Further back in the race then came Ideal Future as they come to the top turn with about 2,000 metres to go. Just Dynamite outside it, a length and a half to two to the grey Turf Tavern. Then came on the outside of it, Knock It Off. Bob back on the inside, 2 lengths into Zephyr Jack, and Landowner back at the tail. They've got about 1,800 metres to go, heading down towards the judge with a lap to go now, and the leader is Sergeant Pepper. Sergeant Pepper, 1.5 to Newton, who's going a little fiercely. You probably have to come away from the fence shortly. He does now. Balcapine outside him, back to third. They're followed on the inside by Dapper. Then came An Illusion around Just Dynamite. The inside then is Ideal Future, two further back, Knock It Off. Turf Tavern had to ease, and Bob just had to ease back off his heels. Bit of trouble there. Dapper's run off. Dapper's run off and has taken Knock It Off, and also Zephyr Jack. They've gone up onto the course proper. Dapper's carted them out there. 3 of them are out of the race there as they go to the first to 3. And Landowner put in an awkward one, and Newton took over now from on the outside. Balcapine going up to the third. Sergeant Pepper back in the field. He's gone down, Sergeant Pepper. Oh, and Turf Tavern almost disrupted the rider. No, he's got back in. And to the back now, and Balcapine in front. Balcapine a length in front now, going down the back from in second place in Newton. They're followed by An Illusion, 2 further back in the race, and Just Dapper down the back. And it's Balcapine in front, 2 lengths to Newton Illusion, 4 further back in the race, and Just Dynamite. Bob and Landowner making some ground, and a gap in the race further back, then Ideal Future. 2 fences to get over at the 800-metre mark. Balcapine in front, having a crack at him, An Illusion. An Illusion moving up now to Balcapine, 2 fences to go. An Illusion and Balcapine jumped at 3 to Newton. 5 further back then Bob, followed by Just Dynamite. Landowner can't go on. Balcapine, An Illusion, 2 of them coming to the last fence together. An Illusion ran it out badly. Balcapine landed in front. Got 2 lengths in front now from An Illusion, having another crack at him. They'll wheel for home, about 4 in front now from Newton. Further back in the race then Bob. Balcapine the leader on the turn. An Illusion won't give up. He's a length away when they turn, about 6 into Newton, followed by Bob and then Landowner. It's Balcapine with a jumping over, nearly a length in front. An Illusion trying hard. Balcapine draws a length and a half. An Illusion can't get to him. Balcapine finding, and Balcapine wins it a length and a quarter, just a length on the line. An Illusion took a dive at him again. Couldn't make it. Balcapine a half, An Illusion. 6 away third. Bob just got it from Newton. A gap in the race then Landowner, Just Dynamite, Turf Tavern the rider lucky to stay in, and just coming in is Ideal Future.
Winner number 6 Balcapine, 13.60, 3.60, 10 and Illusion at $2.70, 3 Bob, $2. Ian updates the next at Randwick.
Yeah.
Okay, just before that, number 6.
They're off. And the first to leave the line was Enjoyment, the only mare in the field, all the others being geldings. And as they travel 200 metres almost, Enjoyment about a length and a half on Shine Over. Third posse is taken by Pete the Painter, who's starting to pull and reef, followed by one man out, a length Pyjamas, who's right on the back of Pete the Painter, and a length further off is Shoe Shine Man. To the crossing at the 1,600 metres, and the Gay Waterhouse trained Enjoyment lopes along about a length and a half clear on Shine Over. A length and 3/4 to Pete the Painter. He won't and settle in the third position. On his inside, a halfback is one man out. Pyjamas is travelling in a quite relaxed manner, second last and a couple of lengths Shoeshine Man, who's not getting too far away as they race down the back of the course and head along past the 1,300 metres. And Carmody's allowed to dictate terms to suit himself on Enjoyment, and the mare makes play by 2 lengths now on Shine Over. 2.5 to Pete the Painter, still pulling his head off. Followed on the inside by one man out, a couple of lengths to Pyjamas, and 2.5 to 3 lengths Shoeshine Man. They race out of the back straight and head along past the 1,100, and Enjoyment making play. She's about a length and a quarter still on Shine Over, not letting the leader get too far in front. A couple of lengths further back is one man out, a half to Pete the Painter, 2 lengths Pyjamas. Kevin Forrester sitting as quiet as a church mouse on the favourite, and a further 3 lengths off to Shoeshine Man. They come onto the side of the track now and go past the 800 marker, and Enjoyment, she's been the leader from the word go. Now Forrester's getting a little closer on Pyjamas, and down towards the 600, Enjoyment, 3/4 Shine Over, a length Pyjamas. On the inside is one man out, a half length to Pete the Painter and 2 lengths to Shoeshine Man. They're starting to bunch up the small field as they head to the corner, and Enjoyment leads about a length and a half Shine Over. In third position, Pyjamas, followed by one man out. Pete the Painter is second last and doing nothing, and Shoeshine Man is last. Enjoyment on top of the rise, about a length and a half clear. They can't catch the mare at the moment. Shine Over second, third one man out, and then Pyjamas, and Pete the Painter is travelling very, very ordinarily, but it's all Enjoyment. She had things made to order for her, getting home pretty well as one man out, but Enjoyment's going to hang on, and Enjoyment wins it a long neck to one man out. Third to Shine Over, Pyjamas fourth, then Pete the Painter, and last of all Shoeshine Man.
For Enjoyment, 950, 355, one man out, 270, and 2 Shoeshine Man, no third.
He got away with grand larceny because nothing took him on. They've sprinted home the last 600 in probably reasonably quick time on this track, which would make it a mathematical impossibility for anything to run it down. And Pete the Painter, well, the bookies blew him right out the gate. Jason Lee was at him a long way from home. Well, you heard the call. He just wanted to pull his head off, and young Jason might well have been better advised to let Pete have rein early on and go down and put some pressure to Enjoyment and Craig Carmody. But well, I might be a grandstand jockey. Number 4, Enjoyment, 880 and 330. Number 5, one man out, 320, and no third for number 3, Shine Over. The winner trained by Gay Waterhouse for the Cloris Family Syndicate. A bay mare 5, St. Hilarion from Fun, a 3 legs mare, Craig Carmody. Second placing going to number 5, one man out, G.A. Rogerson trains this Just a Dancer matrimony 4-year-old chestnut gelding, L. Cassidy. And number 3, Shine Over, a bay gelding 4 shining finish over the Blues, Jack Jury, Brad Pengelly. Number 6 ran 4th, and that was Pyjamas, seemingly every possible hope.
Racing. Iska jumped away with them. Wishing Star missed it about 2 lengths and away fast. Follow Gold from the outside with Safari Sunset, and Iska's pushing right up on the inside now to join them. Just behind those, Spring Bluff, and further back Revealed. The outside then came Watercolour. Along the back they go, the favourites in front now. Iska on the inside of Safari Sunset, and they're out about 3 lengths in front from Follow Gold. The length into Spring Bluff running 4th to Revealed. A half then Watercolour. They're gone a bit quick up in front. 3 to Casual Liaison from China Magic. A gap in the race then to Whoopie Ride. Well back Tully Dora. Over on the inside then Baladi Ferrara, and last of all Wishing Star. Iska a neck in front of the 600. Outside it now is on the outside Safari Sunset. They're 3 lengths, 4 lengths in front now from Follow Gold. Hard ridden Spring Bluff running 4th, 2 to Reveal. Dropping out of a Watercolour. Casual Liaison from China Magic. They're a mile off these leaders up to the turn. Iska in front. He's feeling for Safari Sunset on the outside. They'll turn together 2.5 in front of Follow Gold to get the last crack at them. Iska straightened up and got a length in front from Safari Sunset. 2 to Follow Gold, finishing hard down the middle. Iska got away a length and a half in front. Follow Gold's the danger coming down the centre. Iska in front. Follow Gold is pegging it back. Moves up on the outside. Follow Gold. Follow Gold wins it a neck on the line to Iska. 4 away, 3rd Safari Sunset from Spring Bluff. A gap Revealed. Casual Liaison from China Magic. Then came Whoopie Ride, well back in the race, Watercolour. Then came Baladi Ferrara, followed by Tully Dora, and Wishing Star, which missed the kickers last of all.
1 Follow Gold, $7.50, $2. 2 Iska, $1.40. 3 Safari Sunset at $1.30. Correct weight the Gold Coast, 5, 6, 11. It's 1, 2, 3 official Moonee Valley. ahead of Ron Dufficy. We head to Ian.
Racing, she jumped quite well. Grey Bell, actually. Gala Ball was the first away from Zaquita. Seen before, the rank outsider is third, and Gumnut Geiger from that wide alley is still trapped very deep fourth. A length the Grey Bell and 3/4 of a length the Bossy. As they settle fully into stride now and travel about 300 metres, and Pengelly has Gala Ball, a clear-cut leader by a length on Zaquita. Travelling third is Gumnut Geiger. Moving forward quickly now. It has got to sit at the girth of the leader. And racing on towards the 1100 metres, Gumnut Geiger actually pokes a neck in front from Gala Ball. Will it be short-lived? A length and a half Zaquita on the inside of Seen Before, and a couple of lengths further away are Grey Bell travelling inside of Bossy. So the 6 horses are racing in pairs as they come to the side of the track, and Gala Ball with the inside running about a length or so on, or 3/4 of a length on Gumnut Geiger. 2 lengths away third, Grey Bell getting up on the inside of Zaquita and Seen Before, and just over a length the Bossy. This is the order, 700 metres to go, and Gala Ball from Gumnut Geiger. Third is Zaquita and Seen Before wider out fourth, then Grey Bell parked over on the rails, and 3/4 to Bossy. Niggle out a shade as they come to the home corner at the 500, and Gala Ball, she's led from the word go, and into the straight she sweeps about 3/4 of a length clear on Gumnut Geiger. One away third is Zaquita, followed by Seen Before, and Sheehan will have to angle out into the open stretches right now, and he does on Grey Bell, still about 4 lengths off the lead, which is held by the rank outsider now, Seen Before. Seen Before hits the front from Gumnut Geiger. They've dropped Gala Ball, and then Zaquita, and on the outside Grey Bell. Seen Before the leader. Gumnut Geiger is fighting back, however, and Zaquita charging at the pair. Gumnut Geiger again got to the lead. Seen Before again poked a nose in front right where it counts, and a boil over. Seen Before a nostril. Gumnut Geiger third on the outside. Zaquita followed by Grey Bell, Gala Ball, and Bossy was last.
Quebec Wide Melbourne, 1, 2, 3.
16 before, 23.20 and 8.20. 2, Gumnut Geiger, 170. There'll be no third for 4, Zaquita.
4-1 on the New South Wales tote. 20, in fact, it'll pay $25.30 in actual fact, and $6.40. And over the line, they account of Mare Bay in colour, 4 years of age. John Size, Larry Cassidy, and Zaquita. Number 4 is by Zophany from Asian Princess. 3-year-old chestnut filly, Kevin Robinson, Kevin Moses. And number 3, I thought she was disappointing, Grey Bell in 4th spot. She's over on the rails, but he got her into the open stretches in ample time, but she only laboured all the way down the last 350 metres. 6.24 as we check the dividends. $25.30 and $6.40 for Seen Before, number 6. Number 2, Gumnut Geiger, 180, no third for 4. 35 even was the Quinella, 35. Exacta, 111.90, 111.90, and the trifecta, 311.80, 311.80. Good finish there, a half a head, a shorter head, a half a head, a shorter head, short head. 142.44, 37.47, and that's the information, folks, you need on the 3rd in Sydney.
Off and running now, and the mares came out in a good line too. Sweet Delight out in a hurry. Jingle Bells is anxious to go forward and quickly has the lead in the early point. Further out, Chippy's Daughter coming over. When they settle down, and Jingle Bells goes out in front now from Chippy's Daughter second, Sweet Delight third, Space Region fourth. Further back, Londa Lazy 4 deep around Chow Baby and Queenstown Kate. Tattersalls back on the inside as they go to the first turn, 2 to Showery, and last of all, Robley Lass. At the 1200 metre mark now, and Jingle Bells in front, but he does take hold, and Chippy's Daughter's up outside him and anxious to run back about 3/4, and then Londa Lazy third, Space Region fourth, and Sweet Delight fifth back in the middle. They're followed by Showery, is caught deep around Chow Baby, and she's 3 away from the fence, Chow Baby, at the moment as they walk in front, followed by Queenstown Kate. Tattersalls the inside, and Robley Lass last of all. Compact field at the 850 turn. Jingle Bells about 3/4, Chippy's Daughter. Londa Lazy is third, Space Region fourth, and Showery and Chow Baby are off the track. Further back than in the middle, Sweet Delight from Tattersalls. Queenstown Kate in the bunch has gone back second last, and last of all, Robley Lass, but they're packed up at the 550 metre mark. Jingle Bells a neck in front of Chippy's Daughter, Londa Lazy. Chow Baby 4 out, Space Regent behind them on the inside of Sweet Delight. Queenstown Kate pushing up in the middle. Chow Baby put under some pressure now, and then Robley Lass, Tattersalls, and Showery last of all. Jingle Bells in front from Londa Lazy, and the sprint's on the turn now from Chippy's Daughter. Space Regent trying to get off the fence, and then Queenstown Kate is running on fairly around Sweet Delight. Chow Baby not doing much from Robley Lass. Jingle Bells first for home. Space Regent gets out from Londa Lazy. Then Queenstown Kate back to the inside. Then Sweet Delight. Jingle Bells, Space Regent coming in at Londa Lazy, the outside. Londa Lazy and Space Regent. Londa Lazy. Londa Lazy's just beaten Space Regent. I think Tattersalls may have snuck up on the inside to grab third. Jingle Bells, Queenstown, Cape Robley last behind those, followed by Sweet Delight. Further back then in the race came Chippy's Daughter, then Chow Baby from Showery, who's last in.
And the winner number 4, Lundalosi, 12.70, 3.80. 9, Space Region, 3.50. 11, Tetris, $10.50.
Number 4, Londolosi, $12.50 and $3.60. Number 9, Space Region, $3.60 and 11 Tatts to pay $9.60. Updating Sydney race number 4. 1 Invitation on the Super Tab is the favourite.
Racing. Invitation was first to leave. I don't know whether Larry Cassidy wants to be in front on the short-priced favourite. Vain Victor going up to his girth, and wider out is Bravest Man. A length to in-house, similar margin then coming Calamba, followed closely by Kahula Way, and a head back on the inside is Russet Royal. Down to the 1200 marker they go, and Bravest Man hits the front now from Invitation, and Vain Victor on the outside being ridden hard to try and take a forward posse. Kahula Way's trapped out on a limb, then 2 lengths to in-house, parked on the inside of Calamba, and a couple of lengths to Russet Royal as they race onto the first corner, and Bravest Man quickens up a fraction, about a length and a half on Kahula Way. Third is Invitation, parked on the inside of Vain Victor, a length and a half Calamba, 3/4 the fence is in-house, and a length the Russet Royal as they go to the High Street side and over the 850 crossing now, and it's still Bravest Man leading the way from Kahula Way. Invitation parked third, the bookies' hope is fourth, Vain Victor, and off the track next is Calamba, a couple of lengths to in-house, and 1 length further away is Russet Royal. Heading along past the 600, still no change. Bravest Man a little over a length Kahula Way, with Calamba going up 3 and 4 wide. Invitation over on the inside from in-house, and then Vain Victor back to second last, and Russet Royal last, about to be wound up as they set sail for the judge. And here Bravest Man is the leader. Invitation with plenty of room on the inside, challenging now. Third is Calamba, and in-house gets a lovely split and looks as though it'll take a hand in the finish as they come down to the 200. In-house hits the front from Invitation, Calamba, and then Russet Royal, who's coming right down the outside, but it's in-house a length clear. Russet Royal trying doggedly, then Invitation, but in-house is clinging on and will hold Russet Royal. In-house 3/4 Russet Royal, Invitation, third, fourth Calamba, and then came Bravest Man, Kahula Way, and last was the 100-to-1 bookies pop, Vain Victor.
Super Tab number 4, in-house, 710, 290. 3 Russet Royal, 250. No third for 1 Invitation. Treble, 464. $2,346 even.
In-house, he's a lovely sort of horse. He's a brown gelding, a 4-year-old by Snardee from Kota Healy House, and so is magnificently bred. Raced by the Arrowfield Group Syndicate. Mrs. R. Coleman, Ross Smythe Kirk, Mrs. E. Bird, Mrs. K. Massara, and the Contract Racing Syndicate, trained here by Gay Waterhouse, a winning double for Gay, and ridden by Chris Muntz. Number 4 is first in-house. Number 3 second, Russet Royal, battled on well by Sovereign Red from Entanglement. John Sires has got him racing very consistently. A 6-year-old Chestnut Gelding, Bob Alyssa, and third goes to number 1, Invitation, who looked to have his chance. A bay gelding, a 4-year-old, Sir Tristram Society Bay, J.R. Hawks, L. Cassidy. 4-3-1 as we stand by for 4th, 5th and 6th. We've got the 6th placing, thanks Tony. And the 6th horse home was Kahula Way, and we're standing by for the 4th and 5th. Here they come. 2 Calamba 4th, and 7 was 5th, Bravest Man. So the full superfecta, which will go off for sure, naturally, with a small field. 4-3-1, 2-7-6. 4-3-1, 2-7-6.
Lights on. Racing. And My Serenic hopped away quickly down on the inside. A little bit slow to get going was El Manor, and Bradman well back in the early point. Shows on, pushing on towards the front with Raptor and Mrs. Bentley as handy when they settle down. Behind those, Jabara and Don't Imbibe is going around the outside of French Clock. Up to the first turn they go, and Shows on is going to arrest the lead now. Raptor goes up second on the outside of My Serenic. The fence, Don't Imbibe is deep, but staying around the outside of French Clock. Back one off the fence is Mrs. Bentley, 2 further back, Yaboa, Bradman 3 out. On the inside is Felix the Cat, 2 lengths to Golden Sarah, El Manor, and well back in the race, Carolina Moon, and last of all is Alcalaka. At the 1,000-metre mark they race. Shows on and Raptor a length in front now. Trying to get in behind them is Don't Imbibe running third. Mrs. Bentley now fourth. My Serenic fifth. The fence from French Clock. who's well off the fence. 2 further back, the grey Bradman. On the inside, Felix the Cat, a half your bow in the middle. 2 further back, Golden Sarif, followed by Carolina Moon. Then Al Manor, and last of all is El Kalaka. Coming down the side at the 750-metre mark now. And the leader shows on from Raptor. Don't Imbibe, 3 out. French Clockers, 4 out on the outside. Bradman, 5 out and off the track. Carolina Moon. Mrs. Bentley back on the outside of My Serenic, nearer the rail. Then Felix the Cat, a gap to Golden Sarif, followed by El Kalaka. Raptor's gone up to shows on. A length further back, Don't Imbibe, under pressure, battling at the moment. Then My Serenic, and further back, French Clock, Mrs. Bentley, followed by Golden Sarif. Around the turn, Raptor's got its head in front. Shows on, fights back. A length into Don't Imbibe as they go to the 250-metre mark from My Serenic. Raptor on the outside. Shows on's fighting on. A length and a half, Don't Imbibe. It's Raptor just in front of Shows on, Don't Imbibe. And here's Golden Sarif jumping out of the ground. Raptor in front. Golden Sarif got it. Golden Sarif got it right on the line and beat Raptor. Third's close, Don't Imbibe or Shows on. Al Manor behind those, followed by Mrs. Bentley. Behind those, El Kalaka from My Serenic, then Felix the Cat Bradman. French Clock further back in the race with Carolina Moon, and Yaboa is tailed off. It's a photo.
Number 12, Golden Sharif, 25.20 and 4.90. 4 Raptor, 2.10. For third, 1 Don't Imbibe at 1.80. 2 Shows on, 1.60.
On the Super Tab, 12 Golden Sarah, 38.10, 7.70. 4 Raptor, $2 even. And for third, 1 Don't Imbibe, 1.70. Or number 2 Shows on, 1.80. Treble, 1 4 12, $3,831 even. Now, 1 has got third, Don't Imbibe, Melbourne, 12.41.
As far as the tote is concerned, racing now, Schumann first to leave, jumping very quickly Rocky Mountain, going up fast, land sighting in company with Dragon's Return, a good go for the lead, and Air Affairs not far away. And as they travel down past the 1,000 metres, Blazer wide out, just leads Dragon's Return, Schumann, followed by Land Sighting. A length further back is Air Affair, and then comes Rocky Mount. After 1 to Splendid Retreat, 2 lengths to Counter Strike and a half the Vagrant, 700 left to travel, and Blazer slipped away here. Blazer's about 2.5 lengths on the favourite Schumann. Third, Dragon's Return, 2 lengths to Land Sighting, a length to Splendid Retreat, Air Affair, Rocky Mount tending to drop off, and then the Vagrant, and Counter Strike is travelling very ordinarily as last of all. Blazer will swing in front by 3 lengths on Schumann, 2 Air Affair inside Dragon's Return, and Land Sighting came round the corner like a crab, straightening up now, and Blazer right up against the fence, 2 lengths clear from Schumann, and Land Sighting, running home doggedly on the outside, looking pretty good too, this fella. Land Sighting cruised to Blazer, who gave nothing. Schumann can't do any better, and Land Sighting, promising youngster this bloke. Land Sighting, 3 lengths Schumann, followed in third spot on the outside, Splendid Retreat, but as they reach the line, a nice win to Land Sighting. Land Sighting 2, Schumann second, Splendid Retreat third from Counter Strike, Blazer, Air Affair, the Vagrant, Dragon's Return, and last was Rocky Mount.
Number 6, Land Sighting, 3.90, 1.51, Schumann, 1.40, 12 Splendid Retreat, 4.10.
New South Wales State Land Sighting has paid 3.90 and 1.40. 1 Schumann second, paid 1.30, and number 12 Splendid Retreat third at $4.40. He cruised up to Blazer. Land Sighting on top of the rise. Dan Beasley didn't move on him, and he ran right up to a magnificent trial in Sydney recently. He ran very, very quick time, as was reported by the midweek of that very fine barrier trial publication in New South Wales, and he's run right up to that here this afternoon, so you keep him on your list, particularly during the colder period.
Moving up the greyhounds.
He's going to stay and work, and I'm sure he will. He should pick up many more riches for his owner. He was bred by Dr. W.R. Riches, and he's owned by J.L. Cannon, also A. Barbutus and M.A. Stagoulis, trained by Noel Mayfield Smith and ridden by Daniel Beasley.
Right. The inside began only fairly. Zelinda beat them out. Razor Blade began nicely in Britain.